Hey guys, what's up? Parker J here, bringing you guys another life story. Today, a life story of how my dad found the rolling papers that my brother and I ordered online off the interweb. I thought you guys would really like this story because it involves your parents finding paraphernalia, and I thought this story was just a really great story in general to tell because it almost turned to shit for us really quick. But here's how it all happened. One day, guys, my brother and I were just chiefing it up, smoking weed, and we were about to run out of rolling papers. I think we were using our last one then, and we were like, wow, should we order some more? So we ordered some more on the internet. I remember we actually ordered Cheech and Chong rolling papers. That's the exact kind we ordered. So we ordered them. They came to our house. They're supposed to come to our house. Like the tracking on them said 5 days to a week later. So we waited, and about 5 days to a week later, of course, they did arrive. We were walking home from school, and we got home, checked the mailbox. Bam, there they were. We were pretty stoked. And so my brother, this is how it all went down. This is the reason this all happened. So we opened them before we got inside. So my brother grabbed them out of the mailbox, and we opened them up before we actually got inside. We wanted to see them before we got in the door. And we got inside. So then at that point, guys, I believe he did roll up a joint and start smoking it. Not inside though, because joints will freak up your house. Never ever smoke a joint inside your house if you're trying not to get caught. You will always get caught. I don't care if you got incense or towel on the door, window open. I don't care if you have your house open. There's no way you can smoke a joint in your room and not get caught. Well, just more than likely, it's just not a good idea. Anyway, so after we got done smoking that joint, we heard that our father was actually supposed to be coming over about an hour later, and we we're like, oh shit. So we just packed all of our stuff away, as we usually do. And he came over. We just had dinner with him. We talked with him. And at that point, he was about to leave. We hung out with him for about a couple hours, just did father-son stuff. I don't know how else to explain it. And he was leaving, and it was nighttime, guys. He was probably leaving about 6:30. Just keep in mind, guys, this was winter, so it got dark around that time. And I remember watching him out the window. He was leaving, and he bent over to pick up something. I could not see what it was from the window, but he picked up something off the ground that was in the driveway, and just kept walking. And I thought that it was his phone that maybe he dropped. I had no idea, so I just didn't think anything of it. I definitely didn't think what it was going to be. So he just kept walking, walked off to his car, and I was like, alright, that was kind of weird, but it's whatever. So about, I'd say maybe not even an hour later, I'd say 45 minutes later, my brother and I were just sitting in his room, smoking weed, and we get a call from, guess who, our father, saying, hey guys. So this is actually his quote. This is his quote that he said to us. He said, "Hey guys, so what did you order in the mail today?" And at that point, I was talking to my brother on the phone about it, and our hearts just completely sunk. We were just so freaking nerve-wracked because we're like, how did he find out? How did he know? So we were sitting there, we were like, oh shit, guys. Like, we're trying to think to ourselves, like, what are we gonna say to get him to not believe that we smoke? So we're over there saying, we were trying to tell him that we were selling the rolling papers and that we actually weren't using them, and he wasn't buying it at first. And then I had to get on the phone, and he started talking to me about it and trying to cross-examine us like most parents would do to try to get the actual answer out if you actually smoke or not, because he pretty much knew we did. I don't know why he didn't, throw in a drug test or something like that. I'm happy he didn't, because we would have failed that. Anyway, though, so as the conversation goes on, we were talking for about an hour, and then we were about to just get done with the call, and he said, I'm gonna call you guys later about it. And I was like, oh shit, are you serious? You're gonna talk to us again, a part 2? And so we hang up. We're talking to ourselves like, oh shit, dude, he knows. And also, I don't remember if I mentioned this, but how he found out was that when I seen him drop something in the driveway, it actually turned out to be the receipt that was in the package of the rolling papers. That's how he found out. So he got to see a paper that said Cheech and Chong rolling papers, and right up with my brother's name on it. Not only just the Cheech and Chong, but with my brother's name on it, because he was the buyer or the purchaser. I don't know how else you say it. I can't think right now. It's in the AM. Anyway, though, so we wait for our dad's call a little bit later, and he called us up again and begins to start talking about it again, and about this, like the same conversation as we just had, and I was like, oh my god, this is just a horrible situation. And eventually, we did talk him into the idea that we were actually selling these for like $8 a pack, and he actually believed that after a while. I mean, he didn't believe it too fully, but it was enough to get him off the phone for the night and just say, screw it. And we actually still don't get questioned about it to this day, but for the next couple weeks after that, we got a bunch of shit for, you know, saying how we got found rolling papers. He actually, I think, brought it up at a family reunion one time in front of my sister, I believe, so that was pretty close. But that's about it, guys, for this story. If you guys did enjoy this life story, please do drop a like. It would mean a lot. Comment down below if your parents have ever caught you with any paraphernalia. I know it's a pretty scary situation. Subscribe if you guys really enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time with another life story. Have a great day. Peace out.